Have you ever wondered why some people come into your life like a breeze, and when they leave, they take parts of you with them? They weren't there by accident. They knew what to say, how to look, when to disappear. According to Robert Greene, seduction rarely has anything to do with love. It's about power, about control, about domination. And maybe you were never truly loved. You were just seduced and used. Seduction doesn't start with a kiss or a glance. It starts with attention. The moment someone truly observes you, notices your gestures, your insecurities, your unspoken desires, the game has already begun. And the most dangerous part, you don't even notice. Have you ever met someone who seemed to understand you way too quickly? Someone who said exactly what you needed to hear, without you saying a word? That wasn't chemistry, that was calculation. Robert Greene explains that the true seducer is a master of observation. They see what you try to hide. They sense your hunger for affection, validation, and belonging, and then they feed you, but only what they choose. Think about that coworker who only complimented you when they needed something, or the ex who ghosted you and then reappeared with the perfect message, just when you were finally moving on. Or even that friend who always said, "I'm the only one who really gets you." They didn't love you, they knew how to make you need them. Because the secret of seduction isn't offering love, it's creating dependency. And just like that, without noticing, you give away your trust, your time, and slowly, your identity. Once the seducer figures out what you crave, they offer you exactly that, but always in small, controlled doses. It's like giving water to someone dying of thirst, without ever fully quenching their thirst. They compliment you, then disappear. Show up, then leave you waiting. Make you laugh, then go silent. They make you constantly wonder, what did I do wrong? Nothing. You did nothing, but they did everything. Robert Greene explains this as a classic tactic: emotional intermittence. Giving affection and then withdrawing it strategically hooks your brain into a cycle like an addiction. And suddenly, what was once just another person becomes essential. You don't want affection from just anyone. You want theirs, because only they can trigger your reward system. And they know that, and they use it. Ever noticed how sometimes, even when someone hurts you over and over again, you still miss them? That's silent emotional control. It's not love, it's dependency. And the worst part? The more you feel like you're losing them, the tighter you cling. The true seducer never shows up as a villain. They come as someone wounded, fragile, different from the rest. They'll tell you sad stories. They'll say they've been betrayed, misunderstood, rejected. They'll make you feel like you're the only one who can save them. And without realizing it, you change. You start giving in, justifying their behavior, accepting crumbs, all in the name of a love that is, in fact, a very carefully crafted game. Greene explains that seducers know you need to feel important, so they give you that role. They make you believe you have the power to heal them, but behind that, they're just pulling you in deeper. With every excuse you accept, every second chance you give, you lose a piece of yourself, and they take more space. This kind of manipulation is subtle. It doesn't scream, it doesn't hurt physically, but it drains you from the inside. You stay, not because you feel good, but because you fear feeling worse without them. Every seduction has an expiration date. Eventually, the seducer no longer needs you, and that's when they vanish, out of nowhere. They stop replying, block you, or simply replace you. And the most painful part? They won't explain, because silence is part of the show. It's meant to leave you full of doubt, of longing, of guilt. You go back over every conversation, wonder what you did wrong, think about reaching out, trying again, and they know that. Greene reveals that the seducer ends the cycle of seduction just as they began it, in control. They enter when they want and leave when they choose, and you're left behind with questions, with wounds, with an emptiness you can't quite name. Maybe now things start to make sense. Those relationships that broke you, those people who seemed perfect at first, those connections that began intensely and ended in silence. Robert Greene didn't write about romance. He wrote about power, about games that repeat every day, in marriages, friendships, workplaces, even social media. You were manipulated. Maybe you still are. But now, you know. And knowing is the first step toward freedom. Because when you understand that seduction can be a weapon, you stop chasing affection from those who only want to dominate you. You learn to observe too, to recognize the signs, to say no before it's too late. Real love exists, but it will never make you feel small. So before you give your heart again, remember, those who know how to seduce also know how to destroy, and they do it with a smile. If this video made you think, subscribe to the channel. Here, we don't romanticize pain. We expose the truths no one wants to tell you, because knowledge may not heal everything, but it protects you from the next wound.